water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony, but everything changed when a meteorite fell on the Water Nation. This meteorite disrupted the balance of the world and ushered in an era of glaciations. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. Many years later, a young bender named Kaen emerged from the Fire Nation. Although Kaen is a powerful firebender, he still has much to learn to restore the world's balance. But I believe that Kaen can save the world.
Episode 7. The Lonely Journey. Kaen felt his uneasiness deepen after his encounter with the shadows in the Dark Valley. He knew that he was now facing a threat that would not only affect the Fire Nation, but the entire world. This ice age was a disaster too great to be stopped by the efforts of a single nation. Kaen decided to contact the other nations to restore balance to the world. However, this would not be an easy task. The idea of cooperating with the other nations would reopen old wounds and distrust between the nations. Kaen decided to embark on this difficult journey alone. Kaen took one last look at the Fire Nation he had left behind when he began his journey. This journey would not only be a physical test, but also a spiritual one. Kaen had to confront the other nations and unite them against this disaster. However, he felt the weight of this decision with every step he took. He mustered up the courage within him and set off, not knowing the difficulties and dangers he would face. His first stop was the deep valleys of the Earth Nation. The strong and determined warriors of this nation generally preferred to live in isolation from the outside world. Kaen knew how difficult it would be to gain their trust as he approached the Terra Nation. He had to cross difficult mountains and deep valleys to reach the leader of the Terra Nation. However, the dangers that awaited Kaen along the way were not limited to physical obstacles. During this difficult journey, the presence of the dark figure made itself felt once again. This dark energy surrounding Kaen continued to test his resolve. As he advanced deeper into the valley, Kaen was attacked by a group of dangerous creatures. These creatures had been strengthened by the cold effects of the Ice Age. Kaen fought these creatures with all his strength. He used his flames as a shield to repel the attacks of the creatures, but this battle had worn him down. When he defeated the creatures, Kaen's inner resolve was tested once again. This journey would be much more dangerous than he had expected. Kaen finally managed to meet with the leader of the Terra Nation. The leader listened carefully to Kaen's story. However, there was doubt and distrust on the leader's face. Kaen had to gain the trust and belief needed to unite against this disaster. The leader of the Earth Nation gave Kaen a test. He had to prove that he was a true ally against the Ice Age. This test would take Kaen to the most dangerous area of the Earth Nation. As Kaen set out for this dangerous area, he knew that the dark figure inside him would reappear. However, this time, Kaen's courage and determination had grown even stronger. This journey made him stronger not only physically but also spiritually. Kaen was determined to give everything he had to gain the trust of the Earth Nation and save the world from the dark side of the Ice Age. The episode ends with Kaen feeling the dark figure appear behind him once again as he moves towards the dangerous area. This time, the figure had moved closer to Kaen. Kaen continued to walk in the shadow of darkness, not knowing where his fate would take him, but with the courage within him. In the next episode, Kaen's struggle in this dangerous area and his confrontation with the dark figure will change all the balances.